Hi, my name is Maggie Anderson of maggiesbliss.com, and today we're going to do 5 Tibetans. So the 5 Tibetans are known as the Fountain of Youth. What they do is, as you work through these 5 different rites, these 5 different poses, it's supposed to speed up and harmonize your chakras together. The legend goes that it's 2,500 years old, and that Tibetan monks created this along with their healthy way of living, and are said to have lived a long and very healthy, rejuvenated life. So we're going to do the 5 Tibetans. What we do is the goal here, and this is how it's taught to us, is to do it each of the sequences 3 times up to 21 times for all 5 rites. So if you decide that you can start with 3. If you want to do more, if you're already very physically fit, you can do up to 21 for each pose. It's said that for this particular sequence to not go over 21. Supposedly that will affect your chakras negatively. So go up to 21 reps for each of these poses. Start with 3 or go more. If you want to intensify the sequence and feel like you're getting a little bit more out of it, but to stay with the 21 reps is speed up what you're doing, and then see if that helps you feel a little more rejuvenated. So I'll get started. We'll do 6 reps of each today, and then feel free to pause and do more, or once you learn what they are, you can just go. I do these every morning, so let's have some fun with this. 5 Tibetan rites. There is, just to mention, there is a 6th rite, and that's and that's for those who choose. You can choose that 6th rite is abstinence. So that's a personal choice. Tonight, or at least right now for this video, we're going to just focus on the first 5. So the first rite makes me feel like Wonder Woman. So we're going to spin. So what you do is just have your arms out about shoulder height. Your palms will be facing down the whole time, and then you spin. So if it helps, and what you can do is focus on one spot, and as you make your full circle, you can kind of stop your eyes for a second on that spot. And for certain poses, when you spin, for certain ailments, I should say, spinning might be contraindicated. So be mindful of what is going on in your body, and let's go. So turning 3 times. So 6 times, I said. We're going to do 6 reps. So that was 1. You're my center focus right now. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the next one, we come onto our backs. So it's helpful to have a mat. So when you come onto your back, start out in your Shavasana pose, corpse pose. And so what you're going to do here is you can flex your feet, have your arms at your sides, palms are facing down. Make sure you're pressing your lower back into the mat the whole time, or to the floor, and keeping your head in this nice, straight, elongated neck pose as you're laying down. And then what you're going to do is lift the legs up, and at the same time, lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. Now, if this isn't possible, start with one leg at a time. So you can do one leg up, and then maybe the other leg comes up, and then you can lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. Do whichever feels good. We'll do 6 times. So 1, and lower. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you lift. Inhale, exhale. So 3 more. And that was the last one. Taking a breath, and then we move to the 3rd rite. So our 3rd rite is camel pose. So for camel pose, have your knees under your hips. So So you want to make sure knees under hips, and then what you're doing is pushing the hips forward. So make sure the hips stay over the knees the whole time as much as possible. We're going to place our hands on our lower back to hold that, support it, opening the heart. And first modification here is you can curl the toes under the whole time, or stand on the tops of your feet if that's accessible. Do whichever one works for you. Take a nice inhale, and then begin to open the heart, pushing the hips forward, or at least it feels that way, so that you keep them over the knees, gazing up. If it's not accessible to allow your head to fall back, you can keep it lifted the whole time. Come back to center. So we're going to do that 6 times. So lower. As you do this, maybe you're going to inhale, open. That feels right. Exhale, forward. Or just focus on deep breaths here. Two more. Are you breathing? So that was the last one. So now for the next phase, little fly. So for the next phase, you can come to the center of your mat if you're on a mat. We're going to extend the legs straight out, move the fleshy parts, your sits bones out of the way. Just to start, the starting pose will be our nice Dandasana pose, our staff pose. Flexing your feet, press into the mat, and then when you're ready, bend the feet. Feet will be walking distance apart. Take your hands behind you, and this is where they'll stay about 4 to 6 inches. So feet will walk into a comfortable position. We're going to come into reverse table. Lift the hips up. And then making sure that your feet ended up in a position where your ankles are kind of under those knees. Wrists are kind of under the shoulders. And then you can gaze up and lower the hips down. Extend legs straight out and come back into your staff pose. The other option to make it more challenging, if reverse table isn't enough for you, if you're ready, your hands will be in that same position behind you about 4 to 6 inches. You can point your feet, lift the hips up, come into a reverse plank instead, and lower into your staff pose. So that is, either staff pose to reverse table or staff pose to reverse plank 6 times. We'll do reverse table for this video. Hands behind you 4 to 6 inches. Walk the feet in, inhaling and exhaling. Lift those hips up. Lower the hips down, staff pose. And do that 5 more times. You can go slow, you can go fast. I lost count. So we're coming, let's do one more. And lower down. And just because the lower back might be hurting after that, inhale, exhale, fold forward for a moment. Spine is straight, and then you lower. So now, last one, bend the knees, and we'll make our way to down dog. So start with table, just so you can get the proper alignment. Wrists under shoulders, knees under those hips, then walk the hands forward an inch or 2, so the wrists are no longer under the shoulders. Knees are under those hips still. Curl the toes around you, lift the hips up nice and high, elongate the spine, the legs, get a perfect, beautiful inverted V. And when you're ready, we go up dog, down dog. So slowly, you're going to keep those toes curled under the whole time, and lower the hips and rise up. Wrists under shoulders, your gaze will be forward or slightly up. If you're gazing up, elongate the neck. Make sure you have that pretend orange on the back of your neck. So it's nice and elongated. And then you slide back to down dog. So we'll do 6 reps. Take a nice inhale. When you're ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. those are your 5 Tibetans, Fountain of Youth. What you can do when you can't think of anything else to do, something easy and quick to remember, especially when you're doing several repetitions of each one. And then, have fun with it, modify when you need to. Try to do it maybe 6 times a week, maybe more. Start with 3 reps for each one and work your way up to 21. And enjoy your yoga practice. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day or night. And may you always know the peace that dwells within. Namaste.